Field in Pittsburgh. This is Madden NFL 21. And the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Deontay Spencer.
The Broncos offense set to go behind their quarterback in his second season now from Missouri, Charles. It's Drew Lock.
What a roller coaster for Drew Lock from the NFL draft until the end of his rookie season, because on draft night he thought he might go in the first round. Ended up going in the second, and then didn't get to start with the Broncos until near the end of his rookie year. But the Broncos did go 4-1 in those games, and he played very well, working on his agility and his pocket presence in the offseason. And I love how the Broncos upgraded around him in order to give him more weapons.
Lock now on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Lock. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lock. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The Steeler offense set to go to work, and once again at the helm, their longtime starter, that's Ben Roethlisberger.
And for Ben Roethlisberger, there are a lot of question marks coming into this year because he missed nearly all of 2019 with an elbow injury. And if he were younger, maybe not as many questions. But he turned 38 back in March. And now the Pittsburgh Steelers expect to see the old Ben Roethlisberger, who's thrown for over 56,000 yards in his career, leading their team.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 54 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Hitting Juju on the slant. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Probably me to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Complete, it's Johnson. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
Steelers 3, Broncos 0.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Boswell to kick
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. On the return is Spencer. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Lindsey on the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Lock. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Cortland Sutton. Incomplete. He was covered by Steven Nelson.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. (3-0) after 1 on EA Sports.
Steelers 3, Broncos 0.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. No gain on the screen there, it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Back to Smith-Schuster, this time complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Yard line, 2nd and 11. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco 1st down.
1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on 1st down is Lock. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lock. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Locke working out of the gun. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Well, the Steeler offense heading out for their next possession. And for them, you look back to 2019, no Ben Roethlisberger, and that meant no playoffs in the Steel City as they wound up 8-8. But, look, hope springs eternal this time of year. What chance, Charles, do you give the Steelers of getting back to the playoffs?
Well, since you got all lyrical on me there about hope springing eternal, how about we go to Ben Roethlisberger, who's saying, I still want to win Lombardis, and I say that with a plural. He may be in his upper 30s, but it feels like he's in his upper 20s, and he thinks he can continue to play, and the elbow feels good. But remember, without him last year, they scored 10 or fewer points 5 times. He's got to kickstart that offense with his play as well.
Yeah, and those struggles to score points, it all culminated with an offense that was 30th in the NFL. So if they want to get close to sniffing another Lombardi, those numbers have to have a big uptick.
And it'll help with that defense. T.J. Watt, Bud Dupree, Minka Fitzpatrick was an all-pro at safety. They're awfully good on that side of the ball.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he finds McDonald. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
47's the mic. 40's the mic. Watch the curve.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. In to throw again. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This is caught. That catch good for only a couple.
Roethlisberger's pass complete to Jalen Samuels. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return is Spencer. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Deontay Spencer on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A final shot before half for Locke. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Smith-Schuster.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the third-year man from NC State, it's Jalen Samuels. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
The ball carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the
and they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
James Conner, the ball carrier.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go. Mike 42.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
6.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
The Bronco ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Second down and 3. From midfield, here's Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Cortland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Cortland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
No game.
Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy, and I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback. And in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. No gain on. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Washington's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Ebron. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Game situation. Let's go. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Roethlisberger will throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It leads to
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 31 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good to make it 17-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Broncos 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return is Spencer. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Now Drew Lock and the Broncos down by 10, 2:25 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go, and
Throwing on 1st down is Lock. Screen pass to Lindsey. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Block now to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Lindsey, a gain of 9, brings up 2nd down at the 26-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Blocked pass intended for Tim Patrick. Incomplete. That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
47's the mark, boy. 47. Check.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and 9. Again, it's Connor. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Steelers 20, Broncos 7.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos take over first and 10.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Lock now on first down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, Locke. A little check down to Lindsey. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
10 seconds to go. Looking to throw again on second down. Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Today's final score.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.